So it's very interesting because what we've got is we had aerial photography done on this site in the 40s and the 70s, and they showed pretty much exactly what the geophysics are showing up. So the blue lines are actually the crop marks that were identified in the aerial photographs, and then obviously this kind of like black and white is the geophysics, so it's the mag, and I think it's the resistivity as well. And what they did is they didn't bother doing radar, because as they overlaid the mag and the res over the crop marks, they pretty much matched up. In fact, they did match up perfectly. So everybody thought, ooh, job's a good one, brilliant. We'll put a nice trench over this, what seems to be crossroads of a road. What they did is they put it over, so it dibbled over the crossroads of the road into possibly what could be a frontage, a possible shot frontage or a house or something like that. And we're in what we call the vicus, which is a settlement that always springs up next to a fort, because it's a mutually beneficial thing. They obviously need things like ladies or things like iron things, or you know, vessels, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So we were thinking, oh great, it's going to be brilliant, the preservation is going to be absolutely fantastic. So when we actually dug in, can you see the strip that's much lower? There was absolutely nothing in there until we basically hit natural, and there's some kind of vague dark patches coming up, but there weren't any kind of structural things that were coming up. So I said, okay, well, let's strip this bit back and see what we can get. And then what we actually got out of the trench was a very, very small smattering of a metal surface. So can you see those like white pebbles and bits of flint stuck in the top? That's the bottom of a road, but it hasn't really been preserved that great. I think there's only about that much archaeology left. But we do also have a roadside ditch coming up as well. Can you see where that bit's yellow and orange? Yeah. And you're just about to get this black fill coming through. So there's a ditch running in that direction. So then the water just drains off or over that, the cambered part of the road. But what it tells us, the interesting thing that tells us, is that although there were crop marks, and the aerial photos taken of the crop marks done in the 40s and 70s, since then there's been heavy ploughing. And in the section you can see there's basically that much of plough soil. So deep ploughing obviously destroys archaeology. We're quite lucky that we still actually have the bottom of the features still in this trench. So we will do the same. We'll hoe back, clean back, take a photograph and go into those features. Fingers crossed they're deeper than what we think that they are, but the likelihood is that they won't be.